Law enforcement officers from around the state stopped in Deer Lodge Tuesday to remember those who gave their lives for this difficult profession. MTN's John Amy has a story.
The emotional ceremony in Deer Lodge Tuesday reminds those in law enforcement about the harsh reality of their job.
Each one that are in this profession understand that today might be your last day.
The law enforcement memorial service held at the old Montana State Prison commemorated the last day of Broadwater Sheriff's Deputy Mason Moore, who was shot to death during a traffic stop near Three Forks on May 16th of last year. More than 120 officers have been killed in the line of duty in Montana's history.
Montana has a lot of dirt between light bulbs. Your backup is often an hour away. So you learn to be diplomatic, you learn to show a lot of respect, but there are people who don't show respect. There are people who set out to kill us.
Deputy Moore's fellow officers were there to remember their fallen comrade.
He was a great officer. He was a great man. He loved his family. He loved his kids. You know, he was one of those guys who was willing to do anything that he could.
It was just one day after last year's ceremony that Deputy Moore was killed in the line of duty. Now, the men and women of the Broadwater County Sheriff's Department said they got through that traumatic time by standing together.
You know, and we just really rally around each other and make sure that no one's forgotten and that everyone's there. And, you know, that's how we're getting through this. You know, just takes us time, and we're rallying around each other and continuing to go forward.
And appreciating the ultimate price their fellow officers paid. In Deer Lodge, John Amy, MTN News.
Deputy Moore was also honored at the National Cemetery in Washington, D.C.